Hello, everyone. Let's just wait for a few minutes. I think there are a few more people to join. Can you all hear me? Can you hear me well? If yes, I couldn't see you on my camera. Okay, great. Thanks. Okay, before we start, I just want to ask you, have you joined ViaRT in the previous 2 years? You can just type in the chat box so I know if you are familiar with the competition or not. Okay. Most of you have not. Okay, no worries. I will explain how it works and where you can find all the informations, okay? Okay, since we are waiting, I think for those who haven't joined us before, I would love to show you a video to start. If you have already watched the video, just bear with us. It's 3 minutes, but this is the video we took 2 years ago with the first competitions winners artwork. It's pretty cool, so I hope you will enjoy it. Let me switch my my screen and we can share the video with you.
I got my materials from delivery packaging.
I collected waste materials from the beach, cardboard, metal things.
I got cardboard that's scattered around the rubbish bin.
Plastic from food packages. People to reuse materials and to stop global warming because it is hurting the earth.
I believe in climate change and I think everyone should love the living environment.
Have you ever walked around the street and realized that our nature is slowly dying? That's because the rubbish that we created is restricting it from growing. But that's never too late because together we can make the world a better place.
Reduce plastic bags and reuse recycling bags while still looking presentable.
This piece is all about metamorphosis, and I wanted to portray how there's change in humanity and its delicacy and purity. There will always be hope for humanity.
I can do it.
I can do it.
I can do it.
I can do it, and you too.
Join ViaRT Awards.
We can make a difference.
Okay, so this is a video we made 2 years ago with some of the,
It'll make you
sorry, I just off my YouTube. So this is and the award we made 2 years ago from the winners. And I think before we start, I want to invite you to play a very simple game. It is called Guess What It Is. So you can speak up or you can just type in the chat, okay? Okay, I think now you are seeing my screen, right? So I just want you to take a guess what it is. Oops. Okay. So yes, jinx. That's very fast. Okay, so you get the concept. It's a close-up shot, but you guess what it is. It's jinx. The next one, can anyone guess what it is? Super, Julia, plastic, but these are easy ones. The next one. This one? Anyone? It's a bit tricky. Yes, it's bottle. Wow, everyone's so good here, one by one. It's a glass bottle. Okay, this one is the last one, but it's a bit difficult to guess. Well, I think if you are students, you may not use it every day, but for adults, I think you will use it more at home, maybe. Coffee ground. Panjai Yao. Good job. It's a coffee ground. It looks like soil. Yes. So we work with Nespresso. They're donating Nespresso sleeve, but they're also donating. They are working with local farm to recycle the coffee grounds. These are perfect for farming or for gardening. Great. Okay, this is our little exercise. And now I'm going to start the workshop, the introduction for you to know about ViaRT. So it's going to be two parts. The first one, I will take a very brief introduction about what we do in ViaRT and in a bigger context. The second one, I'm going to go through with you about the submission and this year's competition, how you're going to submit your works, etc. Okay, so first let me start with the ViaRT introduction. So if I speak too fast or if you have any questions, you can just type or unmute yourself and ask me, okay? Because we're such a small group. Okay, so for ViaRT, our mission is to be a growing movement. So at the story, how we started is I'm the co-founder. My name is Ying, and I am an art dealer. And basically, I represent artists and I sell artworks. So my other business partner, Julie, she has a metal trading company. So she sees a lot of recycled metal. So one day she started to talk to me, say, hey, Ian, can we do something together? Because there's I see beauty from metal. What can we do? Then we started to brainstorm, and we want to focus on the youth in Singapore because they are the futures. You guys are the futures. So we want to do this upcycled competition for youth in Singapore. So we started in 2020. This is our third year competition. We started in September and end in November. Usually in November and December, our judges is going to select the works, announce the finalists, and in the following year, January or February, we are going to do the exhibition and ceremony. So last year, we did the ceremony in the Sustainable Singapore Gallery. So all the works who are the finalists have been featured in the Sustainable Singapore Gallery. And last year, we started to work with National Environment Agency, Say Yes to Waste Less campaign. You will have more information from them as well in September. Here is a few of our works winners over the past 2 years. You can see there are a lot of like sculptures by cardboard, fashion like jackets, hats, and also related to culture. Dragon, they use red packets for Chinese New Year. Here are some media have been featuring us. So if your work is selected and one of the finalists, you may be featured in 早报. And so 早报校园 has already announced our competition in August 15th. You can check more information from there, and also the Straits Times and Expat Living. So if your works are selected, I will just and talk to your teachers and make arrangements to showcase your work in the newspaper. This is some of the images we have in the collaborations. So if you see the first and last images, these are the exhibition we hosted in February this year in the Sustainable Singapore Gallery. In the middle, the second one and the fourth one is the one we work with Fashion Parade for the Sustainable Fashion virtual exhibition. It's near SOTA in Dhoby Ghaut. So if your work is related to sustainable fashion, likely we're going to showcase your work in November in the virtual exhibition. In the middle is the workshop we hosted offline. So here is just we are working along with Singapore's 2030 plan for long-term net zero emissions, okay? The last one is the video I just show you guys, so I'm not going to repeat. Okay, so this is a general background and what our story, what we really want to focus and present. And do you guys have any questions so far? Yes, no? Okay. If there is not much question, I will move to the next session, which is how you are going to submit your work and what is criteria and what we are looking at for this year and where you can find all the informations. So this is our website. If you go to the 2022 award, you will find this year's art competitions information. So this year we are focusing before Samakau landfill in 2035. Many of you may know that with the current rate of dumping trash in the landfill, it will be full by 2035. So that's how we come up with the idea that if we can reduce our waste and to save the landfill. This year, we are going to have 4 categories. Let me just explain a little bit about the 4 categories. The first one, we are very happy to work with Park Royal Collection Marina Bay Hotel. We are organizing the Best Sustainable Message Award. What does it mean is this award is for our work who carries the best sustainable message. It can be related to Samakau, landfill, or any sustainable message. Not only in the artwork statement, later on, I'm going to show you where to fill the statement and the dimension of the artwork, but also how the work itself speaks the message. We are also looking at one element about engagement for this award. What does that mean? For example, if you design a poster for reduce less waste to, can everyone mute it? Please. Okay, great, thanks. So for example, you design a poster to reduce waste. You may do an experiment that before the poster in your school and after the post in your school, is there any difference from the recycled bins, because you use this artwork, this design to encourage people to join this movement. So for the Best Message Award, we are also looking at engagement and impact this artwork can make. So be creative and think how it can be related to a bigger audience. The first year of our competition, there's one school engaged 250 students to join the competition together. So basically they used recycled material to redecorate the classroom. So this is another good example of the Best Sustainable Message Award. Okay. The second one is called You Made a Difference Award. So for this award, we are more looking at creativity. Creativity can mean, for example, the uniqueness of your material, because usually like cardboard is easy to use. If you use glass as a material, or you specialize in clay, or I don't know, like some unique material, maybe it will more fit into the creativity category. Or the creativity can come with the method. Like, for example, instead of just using whatever recycled material you have, maybe you say, hey, this is my group is going to do. We are going to collect plastic bag over the next month. And we are going to use this collection as the data, and we are going to use the collection we did to create an artwork, and visually we can see how much plastic we waste. So this is a creative way, different from the regular sculpture. So we're trying to encourage you to think out of the box and be creative, be fun, explore the different methods of creating an artwork. The third one is called the Most Artistic Award. So for this award, we are more looking at the artistic merit of this award, of this artwork. Currently, we have 3 artists sitting on the judge panel. We may look at how skillful the student is being shown in artwork. What's the combination of the portions, the color, how detailed it could be. So this award is mostly focusing on the artistic perspective of the artwork. The last one is called the Public Love Award. So this award, so the first 3 award is open only to primary and secondary school students. The last one is also open to junior college students. So this award, meaning like we are going to post each of the artwork to our Instagram. And the most likes of the artworks for the artworks is going to be the winner of the Public Love Award. So it's really like what's the audience, the public love the most, okay? So these are the 4 categories of our award. Okay. Now, let me tell you a little bit more about criteria and the theme. So the main theme is the Semakau landfill. So you can create an artwork address the issues of Semakau landfill, or you can address any other sustainable angles like climate change, reduce plastic usage, whatever speaks to you or you think it's the most important thing for you for the society to take action, you can address this angle. So either one of them is okay for the submission for the CRC. For the artwork media, we encourage you to use recycled materials as the main creation materials, okay? But we are not limited to it. For example, if you want to do a photograph, which is fine. If you want to do a video, it's also okay. So we want to encourage you to use recycled material, but we don't want to restrict you. So if you think this media really speak to you the most and carries the best of the message, please go ahead, okay? I'm going to talk about the submission in a minute. Before that, I want to talk about our award category and what is the reward. I think this is the part get most students excited. So we have 4 awards, and for the first 3 awards, each award have 2 groups. One is primary school group, one is secondary school group. For the primary school group, we have 1 first prize, 1 second prize, and 5 third prize. For the public award, we only have 1 final winner. And for the best message award, the first prize, both secondary and primary school, is going to have cash $300. For the second prize is 100 Sing. And for all the third prize, you are going to have a certification and being featured in the Sustainable Singapore Gallery next year. For You Made a Difference Award and the Most Artistic Award, we are very happy to working with our sponsor, Conrad Hotel. I'm super excited about this year's award because for the secondary school winner, you are going to have a staycation 1 night with one of your best friends, or if you want to take your mom or your dad or sibling, is fine, in the Conrad Hotel, and breakfast is included. It was 540 Sing. So it's myself is excited, and I think it's a good incentive for the students to create artwork. For the primary school, you are going to have $200 Sing. Okay. For the public award is, again, it's thanks to Conrad, we are going to have the 1 night staycation in the hotel. Okay. Last one, I will share a little bit about the judge. We have Alan, Sanina is artist. Alan is from Europe. Sanina is from India. Daryl, Julie is the co-founder. Daryl is an artist as well, and especially focus on innovation. Tanya is a curator, and myself, I am an art consultant, art dealer. Okay, so this is the category and award and the reward details. Now, last one, I want to go to how you're going to submit the artwork. So on the website, you can just click this link to fill out the Excel form of the submission. I will give you an example, like I put my email, you put your name, you put your school name, you put your grade, your contact number, and you click next. Then you can put artwork title, artist statement. Artist statement basically is talking about which kind of message you want to deliver in this artwork. Like, what's your concern? What artwork trying to say? Optional, you can have a video to explain your artist statement. artwork material is like which kind of recycled material you use, what is the new material you used. Artwork size is just the size of the artwork. Artwork photo. So if you submit a 3D artwork, please take the sculpture in front or against a white wall. And you can submit to 5 files, and each one of them is 1 MB. You can also submit a video for the 3D works. Additional information or comments. In this one, you can actually tell us which kind of award you are more targeting to. Like, well, I think I'm more looking forward to the creativity because I use very unique material or whatever. You can list the reasons here for the judge panel to be to consider. Okay, and then you click next, and you can just choose agree to submit. So it's pretty straightforward and easy. And if any questions, you can just email us at info@viart.green. Before we finish the procedure of the submission, I also want to share with you a little bit where you can find supporting documents. So on our website, you can see the past award. You can take a look about which I see someone is asking questions. I will answer it and after I finish this one and shortly, okay? So on the submission, sorry, on the 2020, you can see the winners artwork and you can see all the submissions. So just give you some idea and see what other kids do, if anything inspire you. And the video is here. We also have a student booklet, which you can find here. You go into the resource and the student booklet. So for the student booklet, it gives you an idea of the creative process, like some recycling facts, the best practice, how to drawing, what makes a good artwork, like what we are looking at, creativity, artistic presentation, message, functionality, and how to think like an artist. Okay, so you can find all these information from our website. We also record previous workshops. So if you go into the workshops, you can also find previous workshops. Some of them are recorded, some of them are offline, or physically held. So you can click the ones which is available and take a look at workshop, what the artist is talking about sustainability and how to conceptualize an artwork or how to make a block printing. So all these information are available online. Okay. Okay, I think that's all from me to share with you about ViaRT. And now I'm just going to answer the questions I have in the chat. From Jen is there a max number of submission per artist or school? There is no max numbers. So some schools encourage all the grade to submit works, which is great because the more people involved and the bigger impact, hopefully we're going to bring. If you submit as a group, there's also no limitation. Like 2 years ago, we had the 250 students submit one work together. I think it really depends on how the teacher is planning for the curriculum and how to involve the kids to drawing. So for the number wise, there's no limitation. Do I answer the question?
Okay, just one more question, Ying.
Sure.
So that means the students can do their own submission through their parents. Schools do not have to submit on their behalf.
That's right. They can submit through the link. I will recommend, because sometimes we face the problem is the teacher asks the students to submit. Some are younger, even secondary, they may not know how to do it, and they may have problem and just drop in the middle. So maybe if you can tell me like how many students, and maybe we can follow up, or you can give them a more clear instruction or submit in class, may be helpful. So just some experience we had previously.
Okay, just one more.
Of course,
point.
of course.
Yeah, because I saw you used a student's video in your website.
Yeah.
For I think for most schools, I speak for myself. For our schools, we don't allow the publishing of photographs and videos of the students.
Yeah.
So that's just a comment.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. When we, so all the artworks will be featured on the Instagram, will be listed publicly. All the videos, before we took the video, we always ask the school, the parents, and the kids to give us the consent. So everything featured on the website, they consent to do it. So we are aware of it, and thank you for bringing it up. Yes, definitely, fully understand. Yeah. Any other questions? No? Ah, okay, cool. I think that's great, because this is our third year. So a lot of teachers joined the first and second workshop already for the previous 2 years. So they probably already know. So I hope the introduction is helpful. If you have any questions, just feel free to reach me over email, and yeah, let me know. Oh, last thing before I forgot is, if you go to our website, we also supply the material for the kids, because we realize a lot of the times that the kids are looking for materials, but they don't know where to find. So if you go to our website, you go to resource, you can see the recycled material. We don't have much, but at least we are going to help. If you need any material like Nespresso coffee sleeve, we work with Design Singapore. They give us the upcycled rope, mesh banner. So if anything you need, you can just drop me an email. We can also help you to liaise to provide the materials. Okay. Okay, great. I want to say thank you very much for joining this workshop, and I'm so looking forward to receive all your work, all your students' works, and being creative and keep in touch. Okay, great. Thank you very much to join the workshop on Saturday. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Ying,
Yes.
just one. So we submit the artwork of the pictures or the videos online. Are the kids required to keep the artwork for final submission should their work be shortlisted?
Yes, what I would recommend is you only need to submit the photos, but the physical exhibition will be held in Sustainable Singapore Gallery next year, February, likely. So if the work is selected, yes, please keep the work. So the final list will be announced around December. So by December, you probably will know. And so just keep a few months.
Okay, all right. All right.
And Jen, may I know like which school you are from and how many students?
I'm from Rosyth.
Okay, and how many students you guys thinking to submit the works?
Well, it's very interesting. I am in charge of the art club. We have 50 odd kids. So if I do blast this out to them, I will try to, I don't know, get as many as whoever is interested to take part, probably during the September holidays. So at least they can get their parents involved as well, because the whole idea is not about doing the work, but to bring about an awareness of this upcycling and recycling. And I think it's something meaningful that we should involve as many people as possible. So yeah.
That's great. I love your comments about involving the family. I once heard if you want to educate a family, you just educate the kids. And then pass the message to the parents, you know?
Yeah, correct. That they will be the natural advocate.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yes. Great.
Okay, thank you,
Okay.
Ying.
Thank
You
you very
too.
much.
Have a
Jen.
good weekend. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye. Hi, Simpan. Do you have any questions? If not, I'm just going to close the workshop. Okay, bye.